All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave Kauffman, and I'm coming to you live from my home in Sarasota, Florida. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. I am super excited to be here with you, and I have some good stuff that I'm going to share with you. It's a it's a very how shall I say it? It's I'm serving myself as I do this, but I'm also serving you. So it's a give and take type of a talk today because I want to share with you 5 reasons you might need a business coach. Okay, so there it is. It's self-serving. I'm telling you 5 reasons why you might need to hire me. And I'm going to give some valuable information away as well for you to take in your business and to make sure that you can utilize the stuff that we talk about here today. So the title of it is 5 reasons you might need to hire a business coach. And so let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. I know Facebook is loading up. We got everything ready. Instagram, the conference call line is loading up as well. So we're going to get right into it. I appreciate you guys listening and watching. And thank you for sharing this. Watching videos, everybody. Okay, so got several cameras going on here as well. So here we go. Number 1, because you recognize the need for a change. You might need to have a business coach. And I want to just say this. It doesn't have to be me. I'd love it if you'd hire me. I've got some openings for the next several months, but it doesn't have to be me, but it does need to be somebody. You need to be able to talk to people, whoever that might be. You need to be able to talk to somebody in your business, because here's what we know. You can't talk to your employees about every problem that you have. You can't even talk to your spouse about every problem that you have. And so you have to have somebody to talk to. So my question is, who do you talk to about your business when you can't talk to the people that are really close to you? There's some things that, some people just don't understand about your business. All right. So Abraham Youre says he needs a business coach. So there we go. And that's true. I have a business coach. Like, I actually have people that I'm paying to coach me. Okay. So that's important. I'm not telling you to do something that I don't do. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaches and mentors and training, and I still do. I think that's important that we remember that. So number 1 is because you recognize the need for change. If you recognize the need for change, you need to hire a business coach. All right. So I'm going to give you some examples of how you might feel that could indicate that you might need some help in your business, either a mentor or a business coach or a consultant. But if you feel overwhelmed with what's on your plate and you don't know where to focus, you might need a business coach. All right. That's a little Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck joke there. If you feel overwhelmed with what's on your plate and you don't know where to focus, you might need a business coach. So if you have all kinds of opportunities, or maybe not even opportunities, but you might have all kinds of things that are asking for your attention, you might need a business coach to help focus and sort those things out. Number 2, some other more questions under number 1. So the number 2 point is you keep missing your goals, or you don't have goals. Okay. Now, I'm a big goals guy. I teach goal setting. I have a 7-step sales, or a 7-step goal process that Zig Ziglar taught, and I'm certified to teach that. And that's the goal setting process that I use to achieve some of my goals that I set. And so if you miss your goals, or if the fact that you don't have goals in your business, you might need a coach. If your professional and personal life are unbalanced, you're spending way too much time at work, you might need a business coach. If you're spending a lot of time working on your business and your family is suffering, or your relationships are suffering, or you're getting a burnout coming, you might need a business coach. If your sales have stalled or your margins have eroded, okay, there's two things there. If you stop selling, if you're not selling consistently like you were before, or your margin, your profit margin has eroded, price of lumber went up, price of metal is going up, and it went up, and everything's like moving. Everything is moving right now. What about your profit margins? You might need a business coach to help you sort all of that out and help you become more profitable and get you back into gear on selling. If you're not sure you have the right people, if your hiring process feels risky and unpredictable, you might need a business coach. All right. There is a process to hiring. It's not one of these where, hey, I need somebody and there's somebody, come work for me. No, you want to make sure they're the right fit. You want to make sure that they fit into the culture. You want to make sure that you even have a culture. I was coaching somebody the other day, and I asked him, I said, tell me about your culture. And he said, oh, we have a great culture, blah, blah, blah. It was great. I said, well, tell me about it. What is it? What is your culture? And he couldn't say. And so I thought that was interesting. You might need a business coach if you don't have a good, clear culture that you can describe that would make so people want to come work for you. So if your hiring process is not producing the results that you want, in other words, if you're attracting the wrong kind of people to your business, you might need a business coach. If your competitors are getting more aggressive and you're fighting harder than ever to acquire and retain customers, you might need a business coach to put you on that edge, to give you that cutting edge over your competition. See, here's what I know. Over the next 3 or 4 years, you're going to see a lot of companies go out of business. You're going to see a lot of companies fall by the wayside. And if you don't have somebody there to give you that extra edge, to give you that extra push, you might be one of them, because your competitors are going to get more and more aggressive to get their fair share because of what's happening in society right now, in America especially. The little guys are going to go out. And so you need to have that cutting edge. The last one under point number 1 is if you know you need to grow professionally in order to lead your organization to the next level. So if you feel like there's a next level for you, but you don't feel like you have the inspiration or the know-how to get there, you might need a business coach. Okay, that was all under number 1, because you recognize the need for change. That's number 1. Here's number 2. Because you want an edge against the odds. Now, what are the odds? Here, it's startling. This is U.S. statistics. In the U.S., there is about 4 million new businesses started every year. 4 million new businesses started every year. 80% of those will fail within the first 5 years. Of those that survive, 80% of those, okay, so 80%, I'm reading here, 80% of those will fail in the next 5 years. So 4 million start every year. 80% of those 4 million will fail in the next 5 years. 80% of those that survive the first 5 years will fail in the next 10 years. So 96% chance of failure in the first 10 years of you starting a business. Or you can look at it this way, 4% chance of surviving your first 10 years in business. So now there's an enormous amount of businesses already in the US. And so if you're a business owner and you've survived the first 10 years, congratulations, you are a winner. But you know what? You might want to take it to the next level. You might not necessarily want to grow bigger, but you might want to grow better. Okay, and there you might need somebody to show you how to do that and take it to the next level. So if you have a daunting challenge of getting to the next level, you might need a business coach. Number 3, because you want to fill in the gaps of your knowledge or skills. So if I want to do something different, I have to learn something different before I can do it, right? Okay, so if I want to learn how to, what do I not know how to do? I don't know how to snow ski very well. Okay, I've done it before, but I don't know how to. I've never snowboarded. That's what I'll do. I don't know how to snowboard. So, in order for me to snowboard, I would have to learn the skill of snowboarding. And to do that, one of the best ways to do it is to hire somebody that knows how to do it and shorten that learning curve so you can have more fun quicker. Okay, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But number 3 is because you want to fill in the gaps in your knowledge and skills. So not every one of us have all the knowledge and skill that we need to go and do and be what we want to be. And so we might need to have somebody speak into our lives. And by the way, I have a lot of people speaking into my life. I have mentors, I have coaches, I have people that speak into my life all the time on different areas of my life, spiritual, mentally, in my business. So we all have to have people. So if you want to fill in the gaps of your knowledge and skill, you might need to hire a business coach. And I'm going to ask you some questions, or some statements, not necessarily just questions, but you might even have a business degree. You might even have gone to school, but do you know how to set and achieve clear 7-step goal setting process? Listen, that process has helped me realize and reach some of my biggest dreams and goals in business and in life. And so, do you know really how to think critically about your goals? Or is it just, hey, I want to do that, so you start heading that way and hope you get there? All right. You probably didn't learn, if you went to business school or even have an MBA, you probably didn't learn how to translate your annual and quarterly goals into daily actions that drive growth. One of the things that we do in our businesses is we set a yearly goal and we break it down to quarterly, monthly, weekly, and yes, daily. And I know how to drive that and to make that possible in your business. And I have an outline of how a whiteboard should look for your business. And we can help you reach your financial goals. We can help you reach your quarterly goals and make all of that happen. What about your team? Do you know how to align your team around those same goals so everyone is rowing in the same direction? Here's what I say a lot of times when I'm coaching a client. I say, if I gave all of your team members a .22 rifle and told them to go out back and shoot at a target, what are the chances of every single one of your team members picking and shooting at the same target? See, we need to start thinking about our business in ways that we can picture it, because most of us have businesses that have employees are shooting all kinds of different directions, and bullets are flying everywhere because we haven't been clear. We haven't shown them what the target is. We don't have them rallied around the goals of your business. Do you know how to focus, to stay focused on your most important priorities so you aren't distracted by requests, demands, and even opportunities? Like, I love opportunities, but you know what? Sometimes opportunities pull you off of what was the opportunity yesterday that you decided to go on. And so there's always going to be opportunities. Opportunities never go away. They just go to other people. That's a quote from my friend Delatoro McNeil. I love that guy. All right. So, do you know how to find and hire and develop world-class teammates? Do you know what it means to have people that are so plugged into your business? And Zig Ziglar used to say this: you don't grow your business, you grow your people, and then your people grow your business. Do you know how to hire and develop those kinds of people? Do you know how to build a culture that drives operating results? Do you know what it takes to build a culture? Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Culture is kind of like a legacy. You're going to have a legacy whether you try or not. You're going to have a culture in your company whether you are intentional about it or not. So about your legacy, why not try to have a great legacy? Why not design your legacy? And about your culture, why not be intentional about the culture that you have in your business? Okay, so maybe that's another topic all in itself, is how to build a great company culture. But what is the culture of your business? What do people say about your company? What do your employees say about your company? Do you know how to delegate in such a way that the work product meets or exceeds your standards? We're all delegators, but sometimes we're micromanagers. Sometimes we don't know how to delegate well because we don't have that confidence in our program, in our training, or in the ability that our team has, and it kind of goes back into how to hire the right people. Do you know how to find new customers or retain the ones you have? Like I'm a firm believer that we need to market to our past and present clients just as much as we need to market to our next client. There's something like keeping clients. There's something like building stronger relationships with your clients. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to do real world strategic planning that creates a filter for what opportunities you pursue and what opportunities you don't? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for the next 5 years? We're going to talk about that in a little bit later too. Do you know how to identify the key metrics you need to monitor to ensure the health of your business? Do you know what to look at? Do you know what temperature your business is? Do you know what your profit margin is? I've coached so many people that absolutely don't know what their profit margin is. I remember one time I was coaching a guy that he sold a ton of a certain SKU, and it was his most popular seller. And I said, "What is your most profitable item?" And it was that particular one. And I said, "What is your profit margin?" And he said, "I don't know, but we make a killing on it." I said, "Well, I want you to do a cost analysis of that particular product. What does it cost you to manufacture it and sell it and warehouse it and everything?" And he came back about a week later and he was crying. He said, "I'm losing money." We have to know our metrics. We have to know our numbers. I'm going to tell you how I learned that lesson. I learned it from my flight instructor many years ago when I was learning how to fly airplanes. We took off and it was a storm, and he was intentional about, he wanted me to fly in a storm. It was total clouds. I couldn't even see the wingtips on either side of the airplane. It was just clouds, just nothing but white going past me. And he said, "Climb up to 5,000 feet and fly straight and level at 5,000 feet at a heading of 180. And I did. We got up to 5,000. I leveled off and flew straight. And after a while, I was so fixated on everything and the instruments and the white clouds going by. And it was like I couldn't see the ground. I couldn't see the sky. It was like I was flying in milk. And I felt like we were turning to the right, so I corrected to the left and felt good about it. And I kept going a little bit more, and I felt like we kept turning to the right, so I kept correcting. And we kept correcting and correcting and correcting until I was upside down and going down. And he said, "Never trust your feelings." And that was the day I almost died. But I learned a valuable lesson. Know your metrics in your business, and in this case it was know your instruments in your plane. Look at them. I totally got outside of my instrument panel, and I went by my feelings and not my instruments. If I would have trusted my instruments, I would have not be telling you that story today. Okay, so do you know how to identify the key metrics in your business to give you a health check of your business? Are you truly as profitable as you think you are? Do you know how to use financial reports not only to tell you what happened, but what is about to happen? You know, you can predict some things if you understand certain numbers. Yes, you can. Do you know how to transform setbacks and failures into jet fuel? Now, I love the smell of jet fuel because it's powerful. You need for rapid iteration and improvement. Do you know how to transform those setbacks and failures? Do you know how to learn from your mistakes and use them as jet fuel to propel you forward? If you want to know how to do that, you might need to hire a business coach. Number 4, because you know you need to work on your business instead of in your business. And that's a quote from Michael E. Gerber, the author of the E-Myth. work on your business instead of in your business. Here's how it feels to work in your business. Imagine you are a seamstress. You're sewing a dress while you're wearing it. That's how foolish it is to work on your or in your business. Like to sewing a dress while it's on you. No, you want to take that dress off and put it on a mannequin where you can walk around 360 degrees and look and verify objectively what needs to be done. So you want to make sure that you're not wearing the dress when you're sewing it. You want to make sure that you're being able to look at it objectively from different angles and sew the dress while it's off of you instead of on you. So work in your business instead of on it. Here's some things that I want you to consider under point number 4. How do you want your business to look in the next 3 to 5 years? Do you even have a picture of what that might look like? How do you want your business to look like in the next 3 to 5 years? How can you engineer your role so you are doing more in your desire zone and less in each of the other 3 zones? Okay, so the 3, we're not getting into all the zones, but the desire zone is what you want to be doing in your business. See, here's the fact of the matter. There is not one person alive that is absolutely perfect for everything in your business. Like, there's people that are really good at accounting, and then there's people like myself that's not really good at accounting. There's people that are really good at accounting that are not good at marketing. Like I'm an expert marketer. I love to market. I love talking about marketing and sales. I love that. Not good at accounting and crunching numbers. And guess what? I hire people to do that for me. So how can you engineer your role so that you're doing more in what you like to be doing rather than what you have to be doing? Because there's people that like to do what you have to do. Okay? And if you do what you have to do, you're probably not going to be good at it. You're probably going to experience burnout if you stay in that situation. So are you happy with your company's culture? We talked a little bit about that before. So if you work on your business, you can't build a company culture, because when you're doing what your business does, if you're a cabinet builder and you a company and you as a leader, as a business owner, are busy building cabinets, what are you not doing? You're not building the company culture. You're not developing new ideas. You're not taking your business to the next level. You're simply a glorified employee. You're an employee of the company that you own. See, work on your business instead of in it. Are you happy with your company's culture? What could you change to make it better? Okay, here's another question for you to consider. Are your compensation and benefits sufficient to attract and retain the top talent? Here's what I know. In today's culture, their employees are trading jobs. Like wherever the money is, they go. Because everyone is hiring. Everyone is hiring right now. Are your compensation and benefit plans, are they good enough to attract the talent that you need to take your business to the next level? Do you have the right organizational structure for this stage of your business? Because let's just paint a picture. When you start your business, you are everything to it. You're the cook, you're the dishwasher, you're the food prep guy, you're everything to the business. But as you grow, you have more people, and as you have more people, your plans change. You need to update your business plan or your structure of your company. You need to understand there's a chain of command and it travels both ways, and we can help you with that. How could you sell more of your existing products and service to your existing customers? We talked about that earlier too. You don't always have to put energy into selling to the new client, but what about your past clients and your present clients? How can you sell them more? How can you serve them better? What other services can you offer your existing customers already? And if you're busy working on your business in your business, you can't figure those things out because you're doing what your business does instead of doing what a business owner does. What processes need to be reimagined or re-engineered so you can produce results faster, cheaper, and better? You know, it might be you need to invest in a new machine so you can create the same product faster, cheaper, and better. Okay, so you'll have to be more efficient. Last question is, where in your business do you need a breakthrough? Where in your business do you need a breakthrough? If these are some questions that you've been wrestling with, you might need a business coach. All right, the last one of the number 5 is because you want to go further and faster. If you want to go further and faster in your business, you might need a business coach. There's 2 ways to get ahead in business. The slow way, and the slow way is you trying new things and failing and learning from it and getting back up and then trying it again a different way. That's the slow way. The fast way is to hire somebody that can help you avoid those failures and learn from other people's mistakes and have somebody else speaking into your business and guiding you around those obstacles so that you can get there fast. That's the fast way. The slow way is to rely on your own knowledge, experience, and skills. The fast way is to rely on someone else's knowledge, experience, and skills. For example, if you're a avid fly fisherman, which I'm not, I don't really get into fishing, but let's just pretend that I'm an avid fly fishing. Let's just pretend that I love fly fishing. I have all of my own gear. I know how to set up my fishing rig. I know how to tie the knots. If I decide to fish in a particular stream, I can usually find an online fishing report that will tell me I know everything about it. And then you're brand new at it. And do you expect you to have the same result as I do? Do you expect to catch as many fish as I do if I understand the current, the streams? I was talking to somebody at church last night who loves fishing, and he studies fishing. He understands that if water is moving a certain way out in the bay, he knows that a certain kind of fish is going to be biting. Do you think if I don't know that skill that he knows, do you think I'm going to be as successful as fishing as what he is? No, because he knows something I don't. And if you want to get there fast, you got to hire those kinds of people that know something that you don't. Now, we all have people that know something that I don't. That's why I have people speaking into me. That's why I pay people to coach me. So those are the 5 reasons that you might need a business coach. And let me just go through them again. Number 1, because you recognize the need for change. That's number 1. Number 2, because you want to have an edge against the odds. Remember, 4 million people start a business in the U.S., and 80% of them fail within the first 5 years. So if you want to have an edge against that odd, you might need to hire a business coach. Number 3, because you want to fill in the gaps in your knowledge and skill. You might want to learn something so that you can go to the next level. You might know what you want, but you don't have what it takes to get there. You might want to hire somebody that can help you with that. Number 4, because you know you need to work on your business instead of in it. You know you need to work, you need to sew the dress while it's not on you instead of while it's on you. That's the picture that I want you to get. And last but not least, if you want to go further and faster, you might need to hire a business coach. My name is Dave Kauffman. I love every one of you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching, and please share this video. Go ahead and do it now. If you want to be cool in my book, share this video, because everyone, and I mean everyone, needs to have a mentor and be a mentor. Thank you. God bless you.